Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Haru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist. Let me shut this door back at it again. Sorry about that delay. Just touch base with those of you who's in the Konsider group domain. No, we're here to educate you with health, fitness. What is that? App tripping. Help you health, fitness, cannabis, nutrition, sleep, life, understanding, wisdom. Few things out there. But we keep it live here. We keeping it live. We keeping it live. No, but shout out to you. All the respect, all those who follow Konsider Group, thank you for that. Who follows You Are the Gym, thank you for that. And been sticking with us for the last few years. Shout out, all respect to all the viewers who's actually tuning in to what a brother got to say. Just kind of delivering a little message here and there. Who's about that business, about that life, as they would say, about that life. So we've been experiencing some interesting doors been opening up, especially for Konsider Group. We're starting to expand a little bit more. We're starting to get a little more activity worth sharing. And I just figure I can give y'all a little update, what's going on, what we have been doing over here. Setting up some new things, working real closely with 420 games. So y'all definitely be looking out for that for this next 2018 events around the country. Actually, we especially, but here in Denver, you're gonna see a lot of Konsider Group involvement. Start doing some more, getting more involved with other companies outside the cannabis industry as well, more particularly on the fitness aspect, kind of connecting those dots for people. Because I know, like when you're talking health and fitness and cannabis, it can, it's a lot of crossovers here, but at the same time, when you make it a lifestyle, it definitely start making more sense. I mean, Jim McAlpine is a great example of that. I mean, besides the 420 games, he do the Snow Bomb snowboarding company he had developed earlier in the years, way back in the year day now. But my point is, so you tend to get certain things that overlap, and that's the whole point of making it a lifestyle, making it a part of the fabric of what you're actually doing. That's the coolest thing about the cannabis industry, because how many more millionaires now, multimillionaires, even billionaires to an extent right now, are starting to blossom and utilizing a whole new industry that's been introduced, even though it's been around for thousands of years, but the business format or structure is there. A shout out to, hey brother, I haven't heard from you in a while, so shout out to my brother over there at Cannabis Now, to them and the staff, letting y'all know what's going on. Garcia, Mr. Garcia, shout out. I definitely just wanted to touch base with you. It's been a minute since I even heard from you, so I just wanted to know how you was doing. All respect. Like to get an update too on a nice interview on you with what's going on. But we have been able to solidify some things. There's a few people I've been are working on getting at least interviewed, because a lot of things I've been coming across, I've been noticing I need, and I keep telling people this too, or telling you per se, what I'm really wanting to do. I really like to get a coach. I want to get a coach, a life coach, or actually a life coach, and kind of fill in some of the blanks I've been working within myself. I mean, especially working with cannabis. I mean, I've been testing all kinds of different strains, certain strains as some indicas, mostly sativas, obviously, because I'm doing an experiment with my form of training, functional calisthenic fitness training, a new term I have actually been developing and pursuing more, kind of making my own category, if that makes sense. And what I noticed in the cannabis world, it hasn't really been anybody on a sport, or not, no, let me back up, on an athletic level where people know he's the example. He's a great example. He's actually the the LeBron James, if that makes sense. Don't take me wrong. He couldn't really, I mean, obviously, even if he's doing the Iron Man, even though Avery Collins, great athlete, you know, as far as the articles and stuff I have read about him. I mean, the dude is young, 24, 25, something like that, running marathons, crazy ultra marathons, and he's on cannabis, you know what I'm saying? But the one thing would be an indicator is, you know, really having these venues or having opportunities to really express that, kind of like the 420 games, even though it's like 420 as far as the mileage, but we're talking about events that actually can take it to the next level, where they're not, you know, giving you a UA and all this other crazy stuff to perform with these particular top athletes. Kind of see where I'm coming from? So that's one of the things Konsider Media Group want to do. We want to develop more of a base, a foundational base where people can actually grasp. I know Canna Athlete and a few other different companies out there, but I don't see them crossing over in certain fields, I think, that will benefit the overall people, and kind of moving at these taboos too, because there's a lot of taboos out there just crazy within this industry that you'd be wondering how they manufacture this. But one of the things we got to deal with, we're working with the mind, right? We're working with the mind of people, and a lot of the times the mind of the people is already corrupted from the get-go. You feel what I'm saying? Especially with all the pharmaceuticals and all these other things that's interacting the food, you know what I'm saying? And all the different starches and fluoride and yada, yada, yada. I'm not here to talk about all that, but my point is just to touch bases with you, let you know what's going on, how we moving, actually we're moving organic. And when I'm talking about building an audience that's actually for the audience, if that makes sense to you. That's what we're doing here at Konsider Group. And you'll see, well, you have seen many faces from this side of town. So get ready to see a lot more. But it's going to be a lot bigger movement. And plus, we're going to be, the heads is going to be shaking. That's all I'm saying. Heads is going to be shaking. There's going to be some things that I think we have to admit when it comes to on a physical aspect. But we got to get the spiritual right first. We got to get the mental right first. You got to see what I'm saying? Get the mental right first. Then we can actually take on the cannabis, take on all the different particular herbs and spices that enhances the brain, that steps up the body, makes the body more effective. You see what I'm saying? Make it more efficient. You know, stop wasting. Where you're not, you know, that's another side. But at the same time, just a shout out live. Just wanted to test the medium. This is something I haven't used before. I mean, we did some recording here and there, but we haven't really did any, you know, live type events. But I want to add more people. I want to start bringing more people in the fold, because I want to hear what the people saying. A lot of times we don't really get to hear what the people saying, but then we hire these crooks and everybody else to say what they think the people gonna want. But the cannabis industry is very sensitive right now. I don't even, not even 10 years yet, you know, the cannabis industry's been around far as a holistic, you know, legalization aspect. So, but one of the things I noticed, I mean, it's a lot of things are happening, a lot of changes is going on, but at the same time, where are you at in this change? Where you want to be when this change comes? I said it already, and I said it before. The internet is about to blow up again. You know what I'm saying? But it's about positioning yourself. It's about getting yourself in a position where you can actually benefit from that opportunity. You know, and I want to get I keep saying this, but I want to get like-minded people, cannabis users, but at the same time, athletes, high pro athletes, whatever, not even pro, amateur, whatever the case may be. Even if you're amateur, but you always want to move forward. The whole key thing is moving forward, getting better, not satisfied where you're at. That's the whole point of where we come from, even on a journalistic aspect. You know, when I'm writing and stuff, I want to do things that make you be like, what the hell is he talking about? Let me go check this out. Dude, the fear factor. No, not the fear factor. I want you to get the aware factor. How about that one? The aware factor. What's doing? How can you be a part of this aware factor and benefit from this aware factor? Think about it. Think about it. If it was more healthier people around your neighborhood or around your community, it'd be a lot more activity going on a positive level. Therefore, mind is clear on a positive level. Therefore, you ain't worrying about getting shot at the the neighborhood store, or getting policed by the neighborhood store, whatever the case may be. I don't know your situation. I'm not saying that's the gist, but if you navigate, or if you process that, or if you allow that stuff to come in your head, obviously fear is going to put you in a situation like that. You see what I'm saying? That's what they're good at doing, this particular government or particular propaganda. Shout out to my viewers. Shout out to those of you who's actually participating and actually a part of the structure here, now, and with the game. Because what it is, what's going on, if you're not with the game is going to leave you. We know, I mean, look at the generation above me. They're done. They're done. Look at their government. The government structure is falling apart. These old, archaic statues don't work in today's society. It's just like going to a schoolhouse. They're teaching these old, they're wondering why they're not producing anything anymore. These are the same measurements. But all I'm saying is this. The cannabis industry is something that I think all of us should be a part of. All of us should be a part of. All of us, the one thing about cannabis, it's a few things, a few benefits. It opens the mind. It opens creativity. It opens awareness. It allows you to think beyond. You know what I'm saying? That's what it does for me. And I'm sure it does that for those of you who's actually watching this, and those of you who know what I'm talking about. And literally what I'm talking about, engagement of how we build each other up. How do we take back our community? That's really my whole agenda. And I'm going to be sharing some more interaction videos. As far as I just wanted to kind of throw this out there. I'm going to be doing some online webinars, stuff like that. And most of it's it is going to be free to those of you who want to take advantage of the opportunities. But at the same time, like I said, everything costs. Nothing's free. Everything costs. Even if I'm giving you everything free, it's costing me time. You kind of see what I'm saying? It's costing me time. Obviously, I got to live. I got to have a roof over my head. I got to have food on my table. I got all the necessities you need, right? So it's just the same mutual benefit. And it's not about the money. It's about the success. It's about the results. It's about the answers. That's what I'm talking about. Even in the cannabis industry, it's like one of the things I can't stand, and I'm like, why are they not getting this? Especially when it comes to health and fitness in cannabis. I'm like, how are they not having more events where we're actually having sports events or some type of interaction where we're actually learning about that, but we're learning how to be a full utilizing your full brand, in other words. You see where I'm coming from? And it's not, see, this is another thing I think we got messed up within our society. Everybody's a salesman, saleswoman. It's your brand. It's your personality. That's what we're selling. You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't even really about selling. If we can be self-sustained, if the community idea, utopia, wouldn't need no monetary value. You feel what I'm saying? Because we are the monetary value. Hard one, right? You are the asset. But we haven't, one of the things what has happened, we have allowed these public school system just started in the 1950s. I mean, when you're talking the public school system in general. So, I mean, come on, all this stuff is fairly new. Think about what were the mindset back then. Yeah, you had a lot of ignorant people too. But that ignorant people you didn't see as much. You kind of see what I'm saying? In what pools and what areas of the planet they would, particular geographical landmass and whatnot. Now we have the opportunity to do the things we can go across the country, whatever the case may be. But my point is educating, not just educating, but action education, incorporating, having our own grow rooms. Everybody should have their own grow room. I don't care what it is. Grow your own cannabis, grow your own vegetables, grow your own coffee. I mean, I'm serious. Self-sustained, bout it. That's where we should be heading, because we know what we're heading into right now. We're heading into chaos. We're giving the power to the power who already got the power. You know, we're giving them everything. So they telling us when to not do this and that. I'm sure eventually they're going to be evaluating my particular videos and telling me, no, you can't do this, or they ain't even going to give me that. They're just going to erase it off and give me some kind of error. You know, oh, that content wasn't good enough, and you can't, well, the content was appropriate for this certain boom, boom, boom. That's what's happening, right? Kind of like our media. You know, when you're talking to the media, Fox, MSNBC, and all those other crappy, CNN, and all them other proponents of propaganda, you know, that's what's going to happen to the social media here pretty soon. I mean, Zuckerberg can only get so big. Come on, people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then YouTube, I mean, they lost, well, obviously YouTube is bought out by Google, you know, so Google doing whatever they want to do. Obviously, this is the biggest platform on the planet right now, is the YouTube. You know, it just depends on how many viewers and subscriberships and algorithms and yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? But we're not here for all that. I'm here genuinely. I mean, keep it real with you. I've been in this game for a long time. You know what I'm saying? In the game for a long time, and I don't really care. I care about the money, but I don't care. I care about the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I really genuine about the relationship, how I interact with the people, how they're looking at me, even though I don't too much take that all, and I utilize what I can and keep what I don't, you know. But like I said, the network is getting bigger, the network is getting broader, and we're going to be giving you some more. I mean, we're going to be giving you heavy let me say it like this. We're going to be giving information that's actually going to be, I'm not saying it's exclusive and all this other terminology, get y'all hype and all that. No, that's not the purpose. I want y'all to know me. I want you to know my heart. I want y'all to know that I'm genuine about what I'm doing and how I get down. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of whatever the situation is, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I do. I just do it. That's me. And I'm not sitting here saying I got to tell it to you and this and that. But all I know is considergroup.com is going to be one of the biggest online magazines in the next 5 years. Guarantee you that. Going to be focused on fitness, health, cannabis, right? Nutrition, sleep, personal development. See, you can't use one without the other. That's the whole point. And that's the whole point of this site, the website. So when you go to considergroup.com, you get a little bit, not of everything, you get a little bit of the particular fields that I think is, but what's actually important, you know, to life in general: sleep, nutrition, health, fitness. Them 4 elements. Them are the 4 pillars that you need. And we can break them all down, this and that. But like I said, we got plenty of information there to educate you. Like I said, and one of the things, this is another thing too, I want to just throw this out there. Because you get a lot of these fitness gurus or whatever you want to call it. And I don't really like putting that term out there, guru or whatever. And I'm not saying here, I'm an expert. I'm an expert in me. I'm an expert in me. You feel what I'm saying? And I want to share my views or share my experiences with you. You feel what I'm saying? Therefore, I'm learning what I'm teaching. You get me? So that's the whole premise of considergroup.com. It's experimental. That's basically why I started the Consider Group. You know, Consider Media, the Consider magazine. I started the magazine to really start seeing, you know, experimenting. Okay, let me see what I do when I'm utilizing this particular strain in this particular way and how I use it. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, I smoked it in the pipe with flour. Okay, I vaped it, you know, with a pen, or I vaped it with a vaporizer. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, I ate it. I ate these edibles and boom, boom, boom. This is what I felt and this is how I respond. These are the important elements, I think, within your psyche, within your particular experience, you know, and I just want to share it. Like I say, shout out to all the viewers here and all the respect, you know, and always peace to the universe, you know. you know, negative energies coming up, and you know, and they got to do it because it's duality. You know what I'm saying? It's polarity. It's the same balance. You see, it's just how you interpret it. Ooh, is that negative or is that positive? You see what I'm saying? But on that note, peace. I'm out. Love. Hotep.